Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan. Bid you all welcome back to Elex. Before we get started today, I unfortunately have done something I don't normally do, which was record a lot of stuff off screen because I didn't think it was going to amount to much. I once again have made the mistake of underestimating just how deep some of the quests and stories are in this game. I was going through all of the Claw, like Thieves Guild kind of quests off screen because I thought they were just going to be like just missions for the sake of making money, but it turns out there's actually a bit of a surprise twist at the end. But as far as the cleric research documents, which I was looking for the last time we were in the archives, turns out they're being held by the two archivists, so it's another quest that you need to have the pickpocketing skill for. The next quest that we had at this moment was to get a set of Fighting Colossus blueprints, which are here in the weapons factory, where Conrad now hangs out. We also find this crazy-looking flamethrower called the Furnace, which I'll look at in just a second here. But yeah, I didn't know this whole area was up here. There's a ladder off to the side of this workshop area that you can climb up and find this little office here with some good stuff in it. But the Furnace turns out to be a much more powerful flamethrower than the Mark B that we already have two of, as you can see there. Unfortunately, it requires strength that we do not have right now. But we might be able to make use of it later thanks to a weapon I'm going to find in a little bit. But if we take on 3 more quests after this, all found in the job trunk. One to get Mad Bob's weapon cache key, which he also carries on him. I'll show me stealing that momentarily. This one that we're working on now is to get an audio recording to blackmail somebody.
Yeah, we don't have much time.
I know you. That won't be a problem.
Now this one's kind of funny. I apologize if I'm going to talk over the next bit a little bit too much, but this one amused me because it sounds like we're supposed to get the recording to blackmail Liam. Blackmail somebody who is cheating on his wife, and I'm pretty sure the person we're blackmailing is Liam, who was having an affair with that woman who works at the exotic dance studio there. So we already killed his wife, so I don't see how this is going to be effective blackmail, but hey, they made it work somehow. Now the last one we have in this bit is to steal Elex from the Duke, and he hides it in a safe at the top of his tower. Now this is that guarded area that we had seen before. For some reason we're not forbidden from going anywhere else. We also get this Thunderclap, which is a powerful shotgun that I don't think I recorded myself looking at. But when we actually get started today, I'll show you that. I thought I could sneak in from, like, landing on the roof of that little outcrop there, but it turns out that there's no way in there. And for some reason I couldn't get this guy to leave again the way he did the first time, so we really only had one option left here. Now, since he's up here all alone, nobody could really hear us. Nobody reported us for murder, so that was a pretty easy way to deal with that. Unfortunately, I discovered that his safe has an impenetrable lock that we need the combination for, and at first I couldn't figure out how to get it, because the quest markers didn't show us. But it turns out if you read the notes that you get from accepting these quests, they not only give you leads, but also activate quest markers telling you where to go. So I didn't realize that we were supposed to go find somebody who had the combination for this. You also get a little bit of experience every time you read these, just like you do with a lot of notes. But yeah, if you're having trouble, then those notes can actually help you because the actual quest, the quest entries in your quest log don't seem to give you any guidance. But it turns out the code is being held by a Reaver, one of Baxter's men who is in the hideout here. Unfortunately, much like that Lonely Tucker fellow, he sort of holed himself up and is keeping us at bay with his rockets. But thankfully, we have a bit of an easier way to cheese them this time, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Just whittle them down with these poison clouds. And also, if you are careful, you can actually get him in a position where he can't actually shoot his rockets out from there, but you can still hit him with your own ranged attacks. Much as I demonstrate here. And on his person, he has a note that has the, what do you call it? The combination that we need. And actually, I was confused at first because I saw that I picked up the note, but it wasn't showing up as a new item in my inventory. And it turns out the reason for that is because we had already found this note. And I'm not exactly sure where we had found it, but as you're going to see in a second, we have 2 copies of it for some reason. And I think the first one we might have found, I think it might have been on Logan's desk at the top of his tower, near the strange cleric computer. So we already had this code, and we didn't even need to go out here. I just totally forgot that I even had it. But with that in hand, all we got to do is go back, tap in the code, and we get the Elex. So that's all well and done there. Now, we go back to Abessa, turn in everything we picked up, and this is where things kind of took a twist here. And I regretted
Let's see what's next.
not doing this live, but since the surprise was already ruined for me, I decided to just post-com this, which is something I haven't done in a while. I usually do live commentary just because it's easier, and I have trouble with post-commentary the way a lot of people tend to prefer to do it. I just have trouble keeping up with what's going on screen
You're crazy.
while still talking, but
I assume you got my...
turns out Hector has a surprise for us.
Yes.
Excellent. I wouldn't have wanted to leave you without saying goodbye.
You're leaving?
We're all leaving. You helped us gather the resources we needed to get out of here. And you're invited to come with us, of course.
What do you mean, I helped you?
All the jobs you did for us had a specific purpose. They helped us find a way over the mountains safely, so we can relocate our activities there.
Why did you need the recording from the fort?
Well, the guy in that recording is now going to guide us through the mountains. The recording gave us the leverage we needed to persuade him to help us. And as for the Elex and the weapons you acquire, well, the purpose of them should be obvious.
Why do you need the Fighting Colossus blueprints?
For the same reason we wanted the cleric's research, for our protection. And we also need something to trade. If we have the capability to build mechs, then we will always be in a position to make a few shards.
So, that's why you needed the supplies from Goliath.
Yes, as provisions for the long journey.
I will follow later.
Very well. As long as you think you can make it on your own.
I can take care of myself.
If you say so. But enough of that. I still have a few things to finalize before I go. First of which, here, take this key. I have already taken everything I need for the journey. You can take all that remains in my chest. And I will see you on the other side of the mountains. May your business go well.
So that's that, and everybody else also who's down here turns in their key as well, so we get to help ourselves everything they've stockpiled until now, which they have some decent stuff.
Take what you will from what is left.
Yasma is the least useful.
I heard
She
he
just
found
has a
it in the
couple...
ruins.
I think she has like one like lead belly drug and like something else. But this Grisu fellow has something really useful that we'll see in a second. The other chest down here, we've already found, we already filled Kata's key in the last episode, so we helped ourselves to her chest. The other two that we had to get were Rat and Xander. Rat, of course,
Really so
took over for, what's his name, Bradley or someone, in Tavar, and Xander guards the gate to the Hort in Ignadon. There's also this item here that I had hinted at earlier. This dual skill amulet, which was strangely hard to pick up there. What this does is it gives you 5 additional points in strength and dexterity, which are very helpful at this point, as well as +2 in your combat skill. Unfortunately, since strength and dex don't really do anything besides let you equip more powerful weapons, I find it's going to be pretty hard to make use of that unless we keep it on at all times. Which we aren't really going to, because we still have 1 or 2 other amulets that are very helpful for more occasions, but if we need to equip some specialized weaponry, that should be able to help us. Risu's chest had this potion here, which gave plus 20 to our health. It's called an elixir of healing. I don't know why it's called healing, because it just adds to your health. But this chest, I also realized, is where our rewards for doing these jobs has been stockpiling. I kind of forgot about that. So 4,200 shards by the end of it all got us something pretty good.
Needs a key.
So again, Xander and Rat's chests we still need to find the keys for. We just have to pickpocket off of them. I didn't show that on screen, but yeah, it's something you gotta go do, because they won't give them up willingly. They also don't comment on you being a member of the Claws for some reason. Xander did once, but Rat doesn't really seem to say anything about it. But yeah, it was all a decent reward for all that. We got like 600 cigarettes from Hector for some reason, which I did sell. I ended up picking up a lot of stuff over time that I decided to just dump all at once. We got almost like 18,000 shards after I dumped it all. The next thing I decided to do was just grab these last 2 audio logs from the Bounty Hunter, which I left these in. I recorded these, but I'm not really ashamed to talk over them because they're just really annoying. For some reason, the same nasally guy keeps showing up in these recordings, and I can't stand listening to him. But once we pick these 2 up, it advances the quest, and that's what we're going to start with once we get going on the live recording today. But yeah, I don't know how I would have been able to find these on my own. I didn't know this one was here. This one, I guess, would have been a little easier to find, but seeing as what's-his-name is always sitting there, I wouldn't have really spent the time in there to look for it. The one in Goliath was especially weird. It was just chilling in Jorah's hut for some reason, which I would have never thought to look for anything there. Maybe it makes sense because he is the guy who dismantles Elex technology, but I didn't think there was any reason to go in there, so I would have never found this. Anyway, once we get these last 2 recordings, we have all 4 of them, and it opens a new quest marker that for some reason leads to a character that I have never heard the name, who is hanging out in the mountains of Zakor. And I have no idea why, but that is where we are going to begin today. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Elex, live this time. And today, I guess we're just going to do this bounty hunter quest, and if this one doesn't take too long, which I know this post-com bit has already taken up about 12 minutes, I think, we're going to head on to find whoever this Krogi guy is, which may be the bounty hunter, but he's here somewhere in Zakor, and I honestly don't know if we can even get to him from this approach, which means we would have to go through some surely heavily fortified areas to get there. We have this Southern Pass thingamajig here, which I think I got when we did... There it goes. I think we got that when we did... We went after the guy for... Arcs. And this one we got working with Kata. I guess this would be the easiest one to get there from, so let's start here. Kata, it's nice to know that you're actually going to help us here this time. Wow, that is a bitch. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, I also took the time to hunt down some stalkers, get their ears, and actually upgrade this to a poison horn sword. So now we have pretty much the best weapon I think we're going to have for a while.
We should go. It's dangerous here.
It's fine here. A really echoey place for some reason, even though it's not like we're in a very enclosed area. So I'm worried that we might run into some elves or something around here. I've been told that the poison enhancements for weapons are actually really strong. So I think we made the right choice here. They're also some of the easiest materials to get. Oh, that's a crony drone, and there are definitely some elves here. Okay, those are just robots. Let's, take down the drones quickly. They're not that hard, but they can be a pain in the ass. So, whoa! Hang on a minute. Wow! Even robots can be poisoned. That's crazy. It seems like an egregious oversight more than an intentional feature. I don't think they thought to make mechanical enemies immune to poison. I'm trying to tell. I think the way they position their wings, these crony drones, actually does dictate when they're about to shoot. So, like, when they got their wings all the way fanned out, that's when they're gonna fire. So maybe if you're careful, you can actually time your dodges to get the iframes. But they also don't hit that hard, so it's not a big deal. Alright, there's that voice again. Why don't we inspect this? I think this is where... Yeah, this is where one of the photos we have was for. This is some interesting music here. Sounds a bit retro, sci-fi kind of stuff. Nope, that's not what I thought it was. These weathered pictures. So that's the camp in Idan. That's that Elex gorge with the troll lady. That I still have not identified. This would seem to be this. And that is, what's his name's island. The Elexetor. So apparently there's something good atop this tower here. You know, mutantes. What just came out? Of course it's a bug. Wow. What? Where did that thing come from? I hate these things so much. What? Where did all these come from? Shit, I shouldn't have aggroed this thing, but... Like that. Wow, that was powerful. Gonna come a-charging. Aha, you sorry fool. Man, you don't even stand a chance anymore. Any of yous. I still hear something snarling. Ha ha! We are a force of nature. Now, I know I said I was going to up the difficulty options once we reached the point where I felt like we were too powerful for anything. But for now, I just want to kind of embrace it. We you know, spent a long time reaching this point. I'm proud of what I have achieved. So, I'm gonna satisfy myself with being overpowered as fuck for a little while. This is a bit hard to see here. I know a lot of people complain about the color palette, that they, for some reason, changed in Zakor in one of the later patches. And I know that there are mods to restore them. Restore the filter that they originally had, but I never got around to installing it, and I'm not really that fussed. All it does is make it a bit more bleak, and a while ago I did install this other mod that also... It's like a... I don't think it's an ENB mod. I don't exactly know what that means, but... It does change some of the weather effects to make it a bit more, you know, I don't know what the word is. But it's not a huge difference, but you can toggle it on and off. It's just, it like changes the shaders, I guess. Which all it does is really make it just a little bit darker. It's not a huge difference, but it is what it is. So, what are we...
Hurry up and get out of here. And
How about you get out of here? Okay, so it is on the other rooftop down there. There might be something in this elevator, but I'm not quite sure. Is that it? That's a hammer. Some scrap. Looks like a hard drive or something. Supposed to be up here. 4 Houses, Part 8.
There was something hanging there.
I have not seen anything hanging in any of these. I don't know why you keep saying that. Okay. Somewhere piney, but not foresty. I mean, not snowy. I can't... Oh, that's the company premises in, like, southwest Edan. I don't know if we found one there. I'll have to double check that, like, off screen to make sure we're good to go. We are still missing a couple. Still gotta identify that one with the domes. Or those spheres. Let's see what we got up here. This one doesn't have any dumb platforming we gotta do. Alright, well that wasn't all too exciting. There might be something more on the ground level down here. Ooh. Anything in this scrap heap? Oh, another thing I forgot to mention in the post-com bit at the start of this episode. Mad Bob had another quest for us, which was basically just to go talk to Trevor and make sure that he gets those scrap deliveries going again. That was something we had found on our own time without Mad Bob giving it to us, so thankfully we had already dealt with it. Kaya, once again, you just never cease to amaze me. So yeah, we had already dealt with the scrap collectors and Trevor. So all we had to do is go talk to him and tell him, you know, make sure you get those deliveries here. And that was it. It was also funny because we coerced him into sending Mad Bob an advance delivery, which he gave to us to give to Mad Bob, but for some reason it never prompted us to give it to Bob, so we basically just pocketed it. So it was a nice little freebie. It wasn't even like an influence kind of thing. Damn it all. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Too easy.
And for the record, I have been occasionally checking that lockpicking glitch. And it does still work for me, so it's not like a 1 or 2 time random thing. I've been able to do it pretty consistently. I don't know why I'm the only person who has been able to do it for some reason. Maybe I got the special build. Or maybe it's only on the GOG version, as someone else suggested. Who knows?
keep close. Fight.
See, parrying also seems pretty useless in this game. Because it doesn't even, like, stun them long enough to get a single swing off before they have a chance to hit back. I think I remember how this one works. Nope. Okay. Simple regardless. Explosive bolts. And nothing exciting. Now remember this building. We encountered like the same building in near the Pilgrim. Oh wow, that's an old icy troll there. He's got a mohawk. I don't feel like fighting him. Those things are just too loud. Also, I don't think I mentioned it, but I have had this ability. It's the scatter shot from the Berserker skill tree. And it's pretty cool. The problem is it fans out the shots. It doesn't like keep them in a cluster. It fans them out. But if you use that in close range, it's basically like a really powerful shotgun. But every arrow does full damage. So if you land all 5 arrows on a single target, it does the damage of 5 arrows all at once. So actually, I could experiment on those trolls, because I'm pretty sure I can take them out in just a few hits. These things are so damn loud. Take that. And I put one... I think I put 2 points in the ranged combat skill under combat skills. So, that should up our damage a little bit as well. Let's see how well this works on this big fool. That hasn't done shit so far. Okay. I did not anticipate him not taking any damage from that. At least our melee attacks are still strong. Okay, his stomps are also still strong. I really can't stand how loud those things are. So he gets to live another day. Yeah, he must have like immunity to arrows. I know the trolls in the early Gothic games did as well. So I guess that's not too surprising. This seems to be where our bounty hunter has run off to. Now, it's funny because he's somehow all the way up here, even though all the recordings we found brought him, like, everywhere else. He had one recording going to Abessa, one to Goliath, one to Tavar, but none of them ever led here. So I don't know why this is where they ended up.
Shit, it's cold.
Thanks for that observation. I hadn't noticed.
Can you stop arguing? We need to keep on looking for this guy.
He's not here. I already had a look around.
Great. Just great.
Somebody told me the guy I've been looking for is here, in Zakor.
Where the fuck do you find these idiots?
He told me that there's profit in following him.
I know.
But at least there's gotta be scrap in the radio station over there. Old world tech.
There better be.
I won't leave without some scrap. That you can be sure of.
So my plan to come out here wasn't so bad after all, right?
Idiot. I'm surprised you remember to breathe.
Let's get going before an owl patrol finds us.
All right.
I found you.
Let's eat something. I'm starving.
And you care about me?
Let's go to Zakor, he said. Best place to find the guy, he said.
What guy? I don't know you people. Why aren't you concerned that I found you?
Shit, it's cold.
Is it? Oh.
I'm not interested.
What?
I'm not interested.
This must be an Easter egg, but I don't get it.
Go away. I've been looking for a guy for months now and ended up here. And now, all the scrap here belongs to me.
Is that so?
This is our scrap. You can keep off it.
What do I do here?
Go away. We're on a manhunt here, I guess.
What is going on? It's... What was the point of all this? The quest is over? Bounty hunter looking for Ray. Oh, do these guys have contracts? Hold on a minute. Bang. 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 Not what I wanted. No? Jax, please. Alright, so none of them had contracts, so I don't feel like killing them. So what the hell's the point of all this? This, like, was worthless. There's nothing here. I chased all these guys here for what? For a photograph? What was the point of this? I mean, honestly, at this point I refuse to believe it's this simple, but I don't know what else to do. You know what? I can't remember... What was the name of the guy that the bounty hunter in, like, the recording said he was looking for? I don't remember if they even said his name. Why the hell did we come all the way here? Nobody have anything good to say?
You're not the guy he's looking for, so get...
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Kaya, go home. Alright, last time I made this assumption it didn't really amount to anything, but they are looking for Ray.
You're not the guy...
Is he the guy you're looking for?
This is ours. This...
Go away.
God damn it. The hell's the point of these people? Ray's quest might end up leading them here, but the fact that, you know, laying eyes on Ray still didn't trigger anything. If it does turn out these guys are related to Ray's mission, I'm gonna be annoyed. But I'm also annoyed that we came all the way here basically for nothing. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. Well, what else do we have to do? I don't think we really have any side missions left. So I think all we can do is this. Fillow's apparently all the way down there. Good thing is it's close to this. Kind of. Molochs. Where'd you come from? I already killed you all. Okay, I cleared this place out. That thing must have just respawned here. Oh, there's one more converter we haven't been to, right? That one. Maybe we should pay that a visit soon, since apparently fighting Colossi are not that tough anymore. After I took out the last one on like 5 hits. Alright, I forgot. That tube is cold. It's a cold tube. So he's over here somewhere? Doesn't look like his hideout. Guess he's over the mountain. Looks like there's a path to get to him, or at least like a river we can probably follow, so there's no point trying to parkour over the mountains. Ah. I don't recall if I've been here yet. Okay, he's not in there. I already triggered that little ambush thing there, so I guess I have been here. Oh, there's an alb. Let's charge. You sorry fool. You think you're special? No hammer time for you. Ooh, Capitano. I don't know why I'm keeping Ray, because I know he sucks. But I don't feel like going back for another companion. Yeah. The White House is not next to the Black House. Well, I don't know where any of these houses are. Search for a base was successful. Attacked by berserkers. What were berserkers doing here? Let's see what they have stockpiled in here. Oh, hello. Not what I was going for. Okay. Well done, Ray. Taking the hits for me. Ooh, rip blade. Tell me more. It sucks. Got some TP. Anything up above? Hey, hello. Ray, can you stop just flying through the ceilings and knocking me off? A warming soup. Alright, this was effectively worthless. Oh well, let's move on. Find this rogue Elexetor, I believe is what they were calling him. Hello, fatty. Guess he's up beyond this tunnel. Oh, music changed again.
I have a really bad feeling about this place.
Is that so? Nothing in here. Guess we go up and over. Hello, Basty. Seems like quite a nice hideout on this frozen, obscure lake he has. Huh. Another eerily silent waterfall. Don't know why you would just leave all those there. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Ray, don't startle me like that. Okay. Nice waterfall, nice little pond here to break our fall, at least. Are you joking? Are these hostile? Yes! Very yes! I'm not equipped for this. Ah! Stay back! You don't care about me, trust me. Can they do anything in the water? They're certainly gonna try to. Okay, maybe I can pull something up here. Ray, go get him. Oh, he's spitting! What? I didn't know they could do that. What on earth do I do? I think I just gotta run. Oh, maybe I can cheese them from here. Oh boy, they're all in hot pursuit. Christ almighty. Okay, that's one. Was this just like another way down? One that didn't involve a fall? Why won't Ray come down here with us? God damn. About time. You jerk. Troll! 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 What? What do you think you're doing with that? All right.
Watching my back.
Now, how am I supposed to watch it back when you're charging in like a fool? Alright. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. Guess we just got one sluggy beast left to deal with. Ray. Wow, that was a hell of a dropkick. Can you move? I want to take this stuff. Okay. I still don't see any sign of this Elexetor. Seems to have made something of a gaudy throne for himself. Now I am the Ice King. So far, nothing too exciting. Maybe we can bring Kaya here for more Elex meditation. So where is this fool? Maybe this isn't... Well, Ray came from up here, so this has to be the way back. Unless he just found a way to finagle himself up here. Alright, so that's where we dropped down from the first time. So there must be something I'm missing down here. Well, the quest marker says he's above us, but I think that's just leading to, like, outside? Or no, there's something above us. What the hell is this whole place for, then? The hell's the point of all this? Just like an Easter egg or something? I don't know. It was a hell of a place, though. Be nice if there's more reward for all these fucking things we had to fight down here. Guess we'll head back out and climb the mountain some more. I guess he's all the way up there. No, thank you. What on earth is supposed to be the ideal way to get up there? That's a hell of a place. What are you all fighting? An ice bill. Alright, I really wasn't expecting a place quite like this. Whoa. Alright, I guess that's the man himself.
We shouldn't stay here too long.
Depends on what this man has to tell us. Well, he looks like he means business.
Even great men fall when the power of Elex is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexetor. And now here you are, out of Zecor, separated from the Elex that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the Elex that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
It's nothing I can't control. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
Why were you exiled? You were an Elexetor, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zecor. Why?
Tarek, the first Elexetor, is following a course with the other Elexetors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zecor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You cooperate with the Free People?
With some. They judge you for your deeds as an Elexetor.
They fear you?
Yes. As I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me. But I have kept my identity from most. I want to live in peace here.
Help me reach the Ice Palace.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a renegade will attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
It was a tough call. I don't want to sound heartless. Because it's weird how some of, like, the former Alps still have a lot of... I don't know if you'd call it sympathy, but some sort of allegiance to their former comrades, even if they're not... Even if they're on fighting terms nowadays. They don't seem to want to kill them. I'm not sure why that is, but I don't want to test his patience, so I'm just going to stay neutral.
We'll have to find another way to get the codes.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to achieve first. However,
Such
it
as?
remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their positions in Zakor. Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the free people rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that better than I do, Commander. The security of the Ice Palace matters greatly to the Albs.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Albs. Elex must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fortifications in great numbers if something interferes with the directive.
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of Elex into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
Well, we really only got one left, and I had mused about attacking it before.
Converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so. But the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of the Free People. Losses have been high, and the Free People have become more organized, at least within their factions. Some converters have maintenance issues, or have been shut down, like the one in Edan. But none of that is helpful as long as enough Elex is still reaching the Ice Palace.
I need weapons, and a way to improve my fighting strength.
Elex withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Tell me more about your past at the Ice Palace.
I already told you. I have left that past behind me.
You can't deceive me. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader, Sestak, told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
He didn't give me a reason to doubt his words. I trust him.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One Alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death. I have my new life here. That is what matters now.
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You are more powerful than you appear. You speak of Elex withdrawal and the doubt that plagues you, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence, or your character. So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zardom. You didn't stop consuming Elex when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength. You can still cast magic.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zardom?
And what is it that you want, Jax? We all must find our own path that changes.
Okay, that just opened up... I thought we had to pick one, but no, that just opened up a whole lot more.
You want to challenge the hybrid?
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable for an Alb.
Oh?
You called for me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies. You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The Hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
And who should rule the Alps? You? It seems many in Zakor are beginning to question the Hybrid's rule, but none have given me answers. None have said what the Hybrid's plan is, or how they think they can better it. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While First Elexetor Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the Hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it will be the ruin of our people.
You're saying a lot, Zardom, but where is your proof?
You know the directive requires all Elex must be delivered to the Hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end of this war for Elex? All Elex means exactly that, all the Elex on Magalan. But do you think that the Hybrid will ever be satisfied? What will happen when it has consumed all the Elex on Magalan? What then, Jax?
So you think the Hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the Hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for Elex will just stop? No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the Hybrid will only have one source of Elex left. Us. The first Elexetor Tarek is too blinded by the Hybrid's promises to see that. But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the Hybrid will extract the remaining Elex from us. He will feed his evolution.
Good thought.
If you want war, then where is your army? You were revered in the Ice Palace. How many Alps still follow you?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor. Such is the power of Elex. Such is the power of the Hybrid. It takes those with will to see the truth. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that is loyal to me. I have the strength to return to Zakor, to strike at the Hybrid.
If it isn't in Zakor, then where are these soldiers?
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources to achieve them. For now, I will concentrate on building resources here in the lands of the free people. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Idan, Abessa, and Tavar.
Found it.
The people there are independent and fight for their own cause. They are a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you can find what I have, a base of operations. Perhaps then you will see what I mean more clearly.
I already found it. I don't feel like I learned much from it.
You claim you are doing this for the Alps, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the Hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of those who serve the Hybrid, those lives will save others. But you will need to decide who you will back soon. The Hybrid has sent a force of combat mechs and soldiers to advance inland into northern Abessa.
I think I already dealt with those too.
Must be stopped. Otherwise, they will tip the balance of power in Abessa in favor of the Hybrid.
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers Elex gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough Elex to maintain my own strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume Elex, pure Elex, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Eden.
Found them too.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Alps magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Eden to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Elexetor. And as a berserker living beyond the borders of Eden, She might have a more open ear than those living under Berserker law every day.
I found her too, and I kind of wish I had brought her along instead.
How do you plan to attack Zakor?
The only thing that would drive the hybrid soldiers from the Ice Palace is to stop the flow of Elex. The converter in northern Abessa is strategically important. If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limits of the hybrid's power. It would give us a chance to persuade others of our cause.
Are you allied with the Free People?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs, but I will do nothing to endanger the future of the Albs. Each of the factions has their own motives which could prove dangerous to our people. I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb that is so destructive it could destroy a city. What we don't know is his target.
Found this too.
Or how an outlaw has put together the technology capable of this.
Why can't I tell him what I know about all these things? Because I've already dealt with them all.
What if the Elexetors and Zakor learn of your plans?
Sooner or later, the Elexetors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we are strong enough to be able to defend ourselves.
Do you think you have the strength to fight an Elexetor?
No, not at present. And you should know that an Elexetor has been seen near the domed city.
Whoa.
I think he has picked up your tracks.
How do you know that?
You've hardly been discreet. But he only has suspicions that you survived. He has no proof for now. I would suggest you take care of him before he learns you really are alive. If the Elexetors were to discover that you live, then they would concentrate their powers against you. Now you know my thoughts. And it is time for you to tell me your plans. What is it that you want?
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He sees you as a traitor. He will kill you the first chance he gets.
When fate brings us together, we will see.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers in combat mechs.
I will find a way.
Well, maybe I can help you, Jax. Support me in my cause, and I will make sure that you reach Calyx.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option. I recommend that you take my offer.
I need to hear your plan first.
You will have my support, but you will have to deliver Calyx.
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Help me shut down those converters and make the preparations you need to. Do that, and I will tell you how you can lure Calyx to you. For my part, I will order my forces to infiltrate Zakor. I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the readiness of its defense systems. I will see you back here once you have completed your tasks.
I have taken command of Origin.
Then you can see the value of my advice. That place makes an excellent base for you, doesn't it? The Free People are strong when they are well led. And now you have won that group over. Perhaps others will follow.
Perhaps.
Good. But I get the feeling you have more to tell me.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserkers. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
We will need to call upon you when we face the Elexetors. Good. Was there anything else to report?
Oh, I already did that one? I guess the one that's left is considered to be in Zakor, not Abessa.
The converter in northern Abessa has been deactivated.
Well, that was faster than I expected. No doubt the Ice Palace will be considering their response. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Duke of Tavar's bomb is really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner with the aim of attacking the Horde in Ignadon.
Developed? Does that mean the danger is now gone?
Yes.
Good. Then we have one less threat to worry about. You have made progress, but there are still things to be done. I will be here waiting for you once you have completed the tasks.
I think we had better be careful here.
You think so?
Make your preparations. Meet me here again later.
Okay, I guess that wasn't everything. So I think that was going to be a lot more impactful if it wasn't for the fact that I had jumped the gun on so much of what he told us. Alright, invasion of Abessa. Okay, so I didn't actually get that, Alb unit. I thought those were the ones camping out where that kid fellow is hanging out now. But this must have been a newly generated, like, spawn. Elexetor Repox. That sounds like a terrible disease that wipes out indigenous people. But, yeah, I guess we got an Elexetor to worry about now. I don't know how we knew his name when, a teleporter over there? I don't know how we knew his name when, Zardom didn't tell us. I don't want to know what kind of experiments he's up to in here. Hopefully he's not trying to extract from people. Well, he says he doesn't have enough Elex to maintain his strength. I don't think it was very kind of us to steal what little he has. Go see what's over here. Looks like a... No, that's not a teleporter. That's a fighting colossi. What the hell's it doing over there? It's just chilling? Let's kill it. Shit, I'm dying. Fuck. Boy, I got off on the wrong foot there. I don't know what the hell he was doing with that thing chilling over here. Got himself lucky that I wasn't really looking for him. Oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that'll do it for now. Ah, there's the teleporter. That's what I needed. Until next time, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my stream archive channel as usual, links in the description below, and we will see you next time, so have yourselves a wonderful night.